So I needed to review something to be prepared for continuing in the Bughya, where we stopped. So Allah made me remember to get prepared for that right now, although I wanted to do that before now. So then let's do something different today, if you don't mind, inshallah. So what I want to do is just read in the Sharh of Al-Ghazzi or Abu Shuja. I would read in Sheikh Samir's, but I want to read this first because I read everything that's in here, mashallah, and then read Sheikh Samir's, inshallah. And what's the issue for me to remind you? Actually, can you tell me what slowed me down?
I think you mentioned it to me. I think on a message or a WhatsApp. I don't exactly remember though, to be honest. In terms of, I think you were saying that there's some information that you want to be reviewed throughout the Hudud and the Jinayat.
I'll tell
Uh,
you. So it's the issue of the Arsh, Al-Arsh. So what
oh
do we
yes,
have here in this chapter that the Sheikh inserted? And it is in reality a digression. Well, according to the way Abu Shuja is, it's like Abu Shuja. It's a digression from the Metin, though. Meaning, the Metin of the Mukhtasar doesn't talk about these assaults and all these other things. So, the Metin of Mukhtasar mentions killing. It mentions blood money. It mentions the qatl, its different types. It mentions the diyah, the blood money, and mentions the qisas, the retaliation, and mentions the kafara, the expiation. And yani taqriban that's what's in the metzin. So the sheikh explained all of that, and then he kept going before getting back to the metzin. And he talked about something that's not in the metzin, which is these assaults here. These bone breakings and stabbings and mutilations. And in the process, he talked about two more things: the hukuma and the arsh. So hukuma, I was translating that as price difference. And arsh, I was dodging it. But then, as if the sheikh said, hold on. That's far enough. Now you have to deal with the arsh. So that stopped me. So where did I take it? I took it here. So I want to read here, inshallah ta'ala. I'm going to start from the top of the fasl, unless you have a suggestion for me to start somewhere else. So he says, rahimahullah, faslun, section, wadiyatu ala darbain. The blood money is of two types, mughalladhatun wa mukhaffafa. Intense, yani heavy and light. فالمغلظة, and so the heavy one is مئة من الإبل, 100 camels, ثلاثون حقة, 30 ready camels, وثلاثون جذعة, and 30 toothless camels, وأربعون خليفة في بطونها أولادها, and 40 pregnant camels. So that's heavy. Now, and it's not easy to achieve, probably. Remember the case of the Israelites. All they had to do was slaughter a cow. But when it had so many conditions, became difficult for them to fulfill it. وَالْمُخَفَّفَةُ مِئَةٌ مِنَ الْإِبِلِ. The light one is 100 camels. Also, عشرون حقة, 20 ready camels. وعشرون جذعة, and 20 toothless camels. وعشرون بنت لبون, and 20 camels whose mothers are nursing. 20 daughters of nursing camels. 20 daughters of nursing camels. وعشرون ابن لبون, and 20 sons of nursing camels. وعشرون بنت مخاض, and 20 daughters of laboring camels. So you can review what all of that means in chapter of Zakat. فإن عدمت الإبل انتقل إلى قيمتها. If the camels are lacking, then it is transferred to their value. وقيل ينتقل إلى ألف دينار, and it is said that it is transferred to 1,000 golden coins. أو 12 ألف درهم, or 12,000 silver coins. That's according to a standard measure that they know. Each coin having standard weight that they know. وإن غلظت زيد عليها الثلث. And if it's a heavy blood money, then add a third to that. وتغلط تغلظ should be that here.
Sheikh, are you sharing your screen as well?
No,
Or
I'm not.
this
No,
case?
I'm not. I don't have it. I don't have it to share with you.
No worries. I've got تغلظ in mind with a va at the end.
Yes. So my copy has this typograph here. Bismillah. وتغلظ دية بسم الله. وتغلظ دية الخطأ في 3 مواضع. And blood money for mistaken killing is intensified in 3 spots. إذا قتل في الحرم, if he killed in the sacred territory. أو قتل في الأشهر الحرم, or if he killed during the revered months. أو قتل ذات رحم محرم, or he killed kinfolk. Loose translation. ودية المرأة على النصف من دية الرجل, and a woman's blood money is half of a man's blood money. ودية اليهودي والنصراني ثلث دية المسلم, and the blood money of the Jew and the Christian is a third of the blood money of a Muslim. وأما المجوسي ففيه ثلثا عشر دية المسلم. سبحان الله. وأما المجوسي ففيه ثلثا عشر دية المسلم. And as for the Majusi, for him there is 2/3 of the 10th, 2/3 of a tenth of a Muslim's blood money, 2/3 of a tenth of a Muslim's blood money. What's that? You can tell me the percentage there. Thulutha, 2/3 of, Ushur, a tenth. وتكمل دية النفس في and there is complete blood money for في قطر, for severing اليدين, the hands, والرجلين, and the feet, والأنف, and the nose, والأذنين, and the ears, والعينين, and the eyes, والجفون الأربعة, and the 4 eyelids, واللسان, and the tongue, والشفتين, and the lips, وذهاب الكلام, and removing or eradicating one's speech, and وذهاب البصر, and removing the or the going away of the speech, the going away of the sight, وَذَهَابِ السَّمْعِ وَذَهَابِ الشَّمْ, and the going away of the hearing and the going away of the smelling, وَذَهَابِ الْعَقْلِ, and the going away of mind or sanity or thinking, وَالذَّكَرْ, and for the penis, meaning severing it, وَالْأُنْثَيَيْن, and the testicles. So those are all the cases of full blood money without killing someone. وَفِي الْمُوضِحَةِ وَالسِّنِّ خَمْسٌ مِّنَ الْإِبِلِ, and for the bone exposer and for a tooth, there are 5 camels. وَفِي كُلِّ عُضْوٍ لَا مَنْفَعَةَ فِيهِ حُكُومَةٌ, and for every non-functional or functionless organ or limb, let's say organ, is a price difference. وَدِيَةُ الْعَبْدِ قِيمَتُهُ, and a slave's blood money is his value. وَدِيَةُ الْجَنِينِ الْحُرِّ غُرَّةٌ, and the blood money of a free fetus is abdun aw amah, a slave, male or female. وَدِيَةُ الْجَنِينِ الرَّقِيقِ, and the blood money of an enslaved fetus is عُشْرُ قِيمَةِ أُمِّهِ, a tenth of the value of his mother. Quick note here. So, for some people, they're hearing that sounds like archaic, barbaric. So, rather, that's justice and efficiency too. Efficiency in many ways, including saving a lot of money and saving a lot of incarceration and a lot of time. As alternative to some other ways of life. Not just that. Some people might look at these things like, that's how you Muslims are, and these laws really are more tolerant than their position. How these laws are more tolerant than their position? Because these laws actually acknowledge non-Muslims who have slaves. So Muslims aren't the only ones who would have slaves. There would be non-Muslims who have slaves too. So the non-Muslims who are against slavery are against also the other non-Muslims who are pro-slavery, if you want, or who would be if they had slaves. So this is more tolerant. So there's rules there. That guy has a slave, that kafir has a slave, there's rules for slaves. Just like if a kafir had more than 4 wives. That's more tolerant than the kuffar, actually, because we're going to say it's valid. Faslun, section fi bayani diyah, in clarifying the blood money. وهي المال الواجب بالجناية, that is the money obligatory for assault. على حر, assaulting a freeman. في نفس أو طرف, concerning life or a limb, an edge. والدية على ضربين, and the blood money is of 2 categories. مغلظة ومخففة, intense and light. لا ثالث لهما, there's no third level. والمغلظة بسبب قتل الذكر الحر المسلم عمدا, the intense blood money due for the intentional, deliberate slaying of a free Muslim male is مئة من الإبل, 100 camels. والمئة مثلثة, this 100 is divided into 3. 30 حقة, 30 ready camels. وثلاثون جذعة, and 30 toothless camels. وسبق معناهما في كتاب الزكاة, their meaning already came in the chapter in the book of Zakat. وأربعون خلفة, وأربعون خليفة بفتح الخاء المعجمة وكسر اللام وبالفاء, and 40 khilfas, Khalifa, sorry. And 40 khalifas. Khalifats. A khalifat. If I pronounce the ta marbuta as a ta, khalifat. 40 khalifats. That's with the fatha on the kha and a kasra on the lam. Khali and with a fa. Yani not a qaf. وفسرها المصنف. The author, he explained that word, what it means. He mentioned the word and then he interpreted it for you in the method. بقوله, by saying في بطونها أولادها. Khalifat. The Khalifats are the ones that have their children in their bellies. والمعنى أن الأربعين حوامل. And the meaning is that 40, those are 40 pregnant camels. ويثبت حملها بقول أهل الخبرة بالإبل. And their pregnancy will be confirmed by the saying of the experts, the camel experts, by the saying of the camel experts. والمخففة, and the lightened بسبب قتل ذكر الحر المسلم, the blood money that is lightened because of killing a free Muslim male is also مئة من الإبل, 100 camels. والمئة مخمسة, but this 100 is divided into 5. 20 حقة و20 جذعة و20 بنت لبون و20 ابن لبون و20 بنت مخاض. 20 ready camels, those are females. 20 toothless camels, 20 daughters of nursing camels, 20 sons of nursing camels, and 20 daughters of laboring camels. ومتى وجبت الإبل على قاتل أو عاقلة, anytime camels are due on a killer or some kinfolk, أخذت من إبل من وجبت عليه. It would be taken from the camels of whoever that's obligatory on. That's the meaning of the statement, inshallah. Will be obligatory on the camels of whoever that's obligatory on upon. Yani is obligatory on aqila. That's why I said it this way. Sentence is clear, actually. I didn't understand it. وَمَتَى وَجَبَتِ الْإِبِلُ عَلَى قَاتِلٍ أَوْ عَاقِلَةٍ. Anytime camels are due on a killer or a kinfolk, then أخذت من إبل من وجبت عليه. Yani this word عليه is like the word على here. على قاتل أو عاقلة. عليه, this ضمير عليه is the qatil or the aqila. It's a clear sentence. Actually, this Ghazzi, I think he's strong in Nahu. He is strong in Nahu. It says he has an explanation for Alfiyah ibn Malik. I never saw it, but I knew he was good in Nahu just from taking this book. His sentences are coherent. But what's case here I'm reviewing with you, so I'm cold here. وإن لم يكن له إبل فتؤخذ من غالب إبل بلدتي بلدي أو قبيلة بدوي. وإن لم يكن له إبل, if he doesn't have any camels, whoever is obligated to pay it, this one, whoever he is who's obligated to pay it, if he doesn't have any camels, فتؤخذ من غالب إبل بلدتي بلدي, they will be taken from the normal camels of the town of a city dweller. أو قبيلة بدوي, or the normal camels of the tribe of a Bedouin, yani of a nomad. They will be taken from the normal camels of the city of a city dweller, or the normal camels of the tribe of a nomad. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَكُنْ فِي الْبَلْدَةِ أَوْ الْقَبِيلَةِ إِبِلٌ. Now, if there were not in the town or the tribe camels, and ibil is a plural, yani it's a ism jama', it's a collective noun. it has the meaning of plural. And some said it has itself plurals. So ibil is like a herd of camels. It's a singular, but has more than one. It's like a herd of camels. It's a collective noun, like the word family or crew. فإن لم يكن في البلدة أو القبيلة إبل, if there were not in the town or the tribe camels, فتؤخذ من غالب إبل أقرب البلاد أو القبائل, then those camels will be taken from the normal camels of the closest of towns, or the normal camel of the closest of tribes. إلى موضع المؤدي, closer to whom, closest to whoever has to pay. المؤدي. فإن عدمت الإبل, and if the camels were lacking, انتقل إلى قيمتها, then it is transferred to their value. وفي نسخة أخرى, and in another copy, فإن عوزت الإبل, if, according to another copy, if all the, so this is how I understand the word, if all of the camels are accounted for, يعني you can't get any camels. انتقل إلى قيمتها, then it is transferred to their value. هذا ما في القول الجديد. This is what is according to the new saying, meaning the new school of Ash-Shafi'i. Because you know Ash-Shafi'i had two madhabs, as if the word fi here means على القول الجديد. وهو الصحيح, and that's what's correct. وقيل في القديم, and it was said according to the old school, ينتقل إلى ألف دينار, it is transferred to 1,000 golden coins. في حق أهل الذهب, concerning the people of gold. أو ينتقل إلى 12,000 درهم. No. وقيل أو ينتقل إلى 12,000 درهم في حق أهل الفضة. Or it is transferred to 12,000 silver coins for the people of silver. وسواء فيما ذكر الدية المغلظة والمخففة. This is the same whether it's an intense blood money or a lightened one. وإن غلظت, what's also this issue here? You might sense that I haven't memorized the metzin, or I'll just not be pausing here. Might sense that. As if you don't have the metzin memorized. وإن غلظت على القديم زيد عليها الثلث. And if the blood money is intensified, according to the old saying, see, في القديم على القديم زيد عليها الثلث, add a third to that. A قدره, قدره A قدره زيد عليها قدر الثلث. ففي الدنانير 1,333 دينارا وثلث الدينار. وفي الفضة 16,000 dirham. So then, if that were golden coins, in intensified blood money, if that were golden coins in a case of intensified blood money, then the cost would be 1,333 golden coins and a third of a golden coin. And if it were silver, then the cost would be 16,000 silver coins. وتغلظ دية الخطأ في 3 مواضع. the blood money of mistaken killing is intensified in 3 spots. أحدها إذا قتل في الحرم. One of them is if he killed in the haram. أي حرم مكة, meaning the haram of Mecca. أما القتل في حرم المدينة. As for killing in the haram of Al-Madinah. أو القتل في حال الإحرام, or killing while sanctified for pilgrimage. فلا تغليظ فيه على الأصح. There is no intensification to the blood money according to what is most correct. والثاني مذكور في قول المصنف. And the second is mentioned in the author's saying, the second case of intensified blood money for mistaken killing. أو قتل في الأشهر الحرم, or he killed during the revered months, أي ذي القعدة وذي الحجة والمحرم ورجب, meaning those 4 that I just mentioned for you. والثالث مذكور في قوله, and the third is mentioned in his saying, أو قتل قريبا له ذا رحم محرم, or he killed a relative of his, kinfolk. Still loose translation. بسكون المهملة, for something I want to check before I commit to a translation. بسكون المهملة, with the sukun on the hat. Mahram. He says, with the sukun on the one without a dot. With the sukun on the neglected one. Muhmala is the neglected letter. فإن لم يكن الرحم محرما, yes, محرما له كبنت العم, yes, فلا تغليظ في قتلها, yes, alhamdulillah. Just wanted to verify that I had a mistake somewhere in some notes that I had, which I did. If this relative were not mahram, if this were a marriageable relative, like his uncle's daughter, his, in particular, mentions here paternal uncle's daughter. I don't know a way to mention the uncle in Arabic without specifying that it's paternal or maternal. So it seems to me every time we come across or khal, I have to say paternal or maternal, and I cannot merely say uncle. فَلَا تَغْلِيظَ فِي قَتْلِهَا. Then there's no intensification of the blood money for killing her, because she's not at the level of a mahram. Mahram means a relative that you could never marry. ودية المرأة والخنثى المشكل على النصف من دية الرجل نفسا وجرحا نفسا وجرحا. And the woman's blood money, as well as the problematic hermaphrodite, is half of the man's blood money in life and in wounding or gashing. Yes. So, what's the very clear case then here about blood money? Diya, blood money. Diya is not special to killing. So, in the Metin of the Mukhtasar, it mentions that killing has blood money. Yes. Now, if you don't have a detailed explanation of the summary, like let's look and see what we have: lucid word, clear clear statement, a brief explanation, and also and whatever else might be good. Umda. They want to just summarize and explain what's in the metzin. Seems to me, though, be a good thing that even in a brief explanation of this part of the Mukhtasar, it would be mentioned. There's also blood money for assaults less than killing, even if you don't go any further. Then person's going to be ready for learning that someday, inshallah. It doesn't stop there. Yani, because maybe one would imagine if you don't say something, maybe one would imagine that blood money is only for killing, because you don't say anything more. ففي دية حرة مسلمة في قتل في So I think that's قتل عمد أو شبه عمد 50 من الإبل. Or the blood money of a free Muslimah, or deliberate killing. قتل عمد في قتل عمد, in deliberate killing. Yeah, homicide. أو شبه عمد, manslaughter, let's say. Meaning, you meant to hit him and you didn't mean to kill him. And what you hit him with is not certainly lethal. We did learn that in this case, you hit him with something, when we say shibh amd, you might have heard in a lesson, or maybe more than one lesson, that shibh amd, the likes of deliberate killing, is when he meant to strike him or hit him or assault him with what is not usually lethal, like a needle. Like he poked him with a needle in his leg and he died. So you might have heard something like this. This is true, but we saw, if you have reviewed what we took in the Bukhya, the Sheikh, when he went into details, he showed us that it's broader than that. Not that weak only, like you poked him with a needle and then he died. You didn't mean to kill him, but you did mean to poke him with the needle. No, it could be harder than that, but you didn't mean to kill him. It could be something that could kill him, but doesn't have to kill him, and you didn't mean to kill him. So that's the shibh amd, the likes of killing on purpose, the likes of deliberate killing. So he says, فَفِي دِيَةِ حُرَّةٍ مُسْلِمَةٍ فِي قَتْلِ عَمْدٍ أَوْ شِبْهِ عَمْدٍ 50 مِنَ الْإِبِلِ. For the blood money of a free Muslimah in deliberate killing, in homicide, or in manslaughter, yani the likes of killing on purpose, 50 من الإبل, there's 50 camels. 15 حقة, 15 ready camels. و15 جذعة, 15 toothless camels. و20 خليفة, and 20 pregnant camels. إبلا حوامل. وفي قتل خطأ, and in the killing of a mistaken killing, purely accidental. 10 بنات مخاض, then there's 10 daughters of contracting camels. وعشر بنات لبون, and 10 daughters of nursing camels. وعشر بني لبون, and 10 sons of nursing camels. وعشر حقاق, and 10 ready camels. وعشر جذاع, and 10 toothless camels. These names refer to their ages, so you can review that in zakat. ودية اليهودي والنصراني والمستأمن والمعاهد, and the blood money of a Jew or a Christian or someone granted safety or someone under treaty is ثلث دية المسلم, nafsan wa jurha. It's the third of a Muslim's blood money in life and wounding. Wa ammal majusi. And as for the Majusi, ففيه ثلث عشر دية المسلم. For him, there is 2/3 of the 10th of a Muslim's blood money. وأخصر منه. And what's briefer words than that is ثلث خمس دية المسلم. يعني reduced, that equals the third of a fifth of a Muslim's blood money. Saying 2/3 of a tenth is reduced to the third of a fifth of a Muslim's blood money. I know how to translate that by learning what I learned in math, but I still want to know the percentage. It doesn't calculate for me. وتكمل الدية في قطع وتكمل دية النفس وسبق أنها 100 من الإبل. Complete standard blood money, and it has preceded that is, and it has already come that is 100 camels, with details though. في قطع كل من اليدين. That's confirmed for amputating or severing what? كل من اليدين والرجلين, both hands and both feet. Yani full blood money for cutting 2 hands, full blood money for cutting 2 feet. So now after we have studied what's in Bughya, what if he cut his hands and his feet? What's obligatory? He cut off both his hands and both his feet. What's obligatory? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 blood monies. 2 full blood monies. So it's going to be 200 camels. So you see how this is a chapter of knowledge itself, has its own rules. Put it together and build on it. It works. It's like, for example, chapter of prayer has details. You put it together and it has clockwork. Then you're going to be like thinking about what if the rakat's like this and it's like that. I have to do like this. I have to do like that. And that's why he says right here, فَيَجِبُ فِي كُلِّ يَدٍ أَوْ رِجْلٍ خَمْسُونَ مِنَ الْإِبِلِ. And that's why, and therefore, not that's why, and therefore, for a single hand or a single foot, there would be 50 camels. وَفِي قَطْعِهِمَا مِئَةٌ مِنَ الْإِبِلِ. And in cutting both of them, there's 100 camels. وَتَكْمُلُ الدِّيَةِ وَتَكْمُلُ الدِّيَةُ فِي قَطْعِ الْأَنْفِ. And full standard blood money is due for severing a nose. أي في قطع ما لان منه وهو المارن. Meaning cutting what is, cutting the soft part of the nose. That's the marin. Is that right? Marin with the kasra? I don't remember that it's Mauron. I think if it were Mauron, I would have remembered, because only a handful of words have fatha there. Mauron, like alam, khatam. And then I would have said, Mauron, that's one of those. And then I think I wouldn't have forgotten. So I think that's wahu al-marin. The kasra on the ra. وفي قطر كل من طرفيه والحاجز ثلث دية. And for cutting either nostril, not either. And for cutting the nostrils and the septum, and for cutting the nostrils and the septum, just the nostrils and the septum only. So you left the piece up on top there. Then there's 1/3 of blood money. Yani, no. It translates this way. And for cutting any one of the two nostrils or the septum. That's how to translate it. وفي قطر كل من طرفيه والحاجز, and for cutting either of his nostrils or the septum, there is a third of blood money. Each one of them is worth a third. وتكمل الدية لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله وتكمل الدية في قطع الأذنين, and full blood money is due for severing the ears. When I say with the S, it means two ears. English doesn't have a dual form. I don't have to say I think. The two ears. في قطع الأذنين, for cutting the ears. أو في قلعهما, or even for pulling them off. بغير إيضاح, without exposing the bone. فإن حصل مع قلعهما إيضاح, but if there happened with ripping them off, pulling them off, bone exposure, if bone exposure happened because of pulling them off, وجب أرشه, then the arsh, its arsh is due. So, and he doesn't stop to explain what's the arsh. And then now I'll do here like I was doing in the Bughya, which is I'm just gonna keep flowing there. It's arsh is due. So I didn't explain. And that's why I'm here now. وَفِي كُلِّ أُذُنٍ نِصْفُ دِيَةٍ, and for each ear is half of the blood money. وَلَا فَرْقَ فِيمَا ذُكِرَ بَيْنَ أُذُنِ السَّمِيعِ وَغَيْرِهِ, and concerning what was mentioned, there's no difference between the ear of someone who can hear or anyone else. وَلَوْ أَيْبَسَ الْأُذُنَيْنِ بِجِنَايَةٍ عَلَيْهِمَا فَفِيهِمَا دِيَةٌ. Now, and if he, now, this one also, when I was translating, if he, أَيْبَسَ, I think it means makes the ear shrivel. Makes the ear shrivel. It looks like saying if he dries the ears, if أَيْبَسَ, means to make it dry in a literal sense. وَلَوْ أَيْبَسَ الْأُذُنَيْنِ بِجِنَايَةٍ عَلَيْهِمَا, if he, perhaps that's, if he shrivels his ears by assaulting them, فَفِيهِمَا دِيَةٌ, then for both of them there's blood money. Did he perhaps talk about the arsh before where we started? As if I remember him explaining the arsh. But I'll be honest with you. It is never for me a comfortable feeling to have not only forgotten a case, but also forgotten where it is in the book. One of the benefits of studying well, and in particular memorizing, is that you will remember where something is in the book, even which side of the page, and the top or the bottom. So we still need to review, insha'Allah ta'ala. I ask Allah to make this mas'ala clear for us, and that He enable us to get to the bottom of the issues with understanding, and enable us to move on to higher levels of knowledge. Allahumma ameen. Inshallah, we'll continue next time then. If you don't mind, we'll continue like this so we can see. Or unless I ask, for example, and do something else. Or you come to me with information, for example, and then we'll go that way. Barakallahu fikum. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.